How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? So the game that's been keeping me busy for the past couple of weeks has been not Pokemon, not COD, not anything else, gotta be Final Fantasy XII. I just found this game the other day, like randomly in one of my other game boxes. It just sort of like fell out. You know when you put two discs in one box for no apparent reason, and then one just sort of gets lost there? I lost it for about a year and then randomly found it and I thought, oh sweet, I've got to play this now. FF12 is an incredible game. It's completely different to any of the other earlier Final Fantasy games. For anyone who's played like 7, 8 or 9, they're like probably the most popular ones, I guess. That's like the general impression I get. People will agree or disagree, but it's whatever, you know? The point is, FF12 is one that definitely does stand out. Mainly because of the combat system. It's very sort of like open world, sort of very free-flowing sort of combat. Like the traditional style is just, you wait for your bar to fill up, you select an action, and then it executes it as you select it. This is all very much real-time, as you can see. We got the 4 characters here. You can have 3 in a party, and I've got a random guest there, which you occasionally get a guest. You can't control them, but they'll help you out, they'll do damage, they'll try and heal you, whatever. Now what I love about FF12 is you can set up your characters as you normally would with their weapon, their armor, whatever. And there's so many different weapons to choose from. Like there's guns, there's bows, there's maces, there's swords. And they all have their own different purposes. Like, for example, gun, it's really slow to use, but it ignores any armor. So use it against anything with high defense. The ninja swords, they're very good at like chaining, so you can get like a 4-hit attack every so often, so it's pretty good for doing high damage in a short period of time. Now this is what FF12 is all about, the Gambit system. Gambits are essentially programming your characters to do what you want them to do. So for example, I've set Ash here to be like a white mage type character. So one of the Gambits was something like, oh, if an ally's health drops below 50%, or sorry, yeah, if it drops below like 60-50%, she'll cast Cure on them to heal them up. And if they die, she'll cast Raise just to revive them, you know? But not every character can do everything. Obviously, they all start off with their own slight specializations. And the way you choose to develop your characters is via the license board here. You activate a thing, you get license points for killing monsters. It's pretty slow growth, but you choose how you develop along this license board, and you can choose weapons or magic or whatever. So as well as buying it, you also have to unlock the license to use it, which is pretty cool. Now here's a great clip.
You stand! Hold her down!
What's wrong with her?
I always knew Fran didn't take well to being tied up. I just never knew how much. How about you?
I like Fran's idea. Let's get out of here.
No farther! Sky Pirates, the future of Dalmasca will not be stolen.
See, in my opinion, the voice acting and the storyline aren't really that great. The storyline's sort of a generic 2 countries at war, and you're sort of in the middle trying to bring peace. It's alright, it's just not my kind of storyline, but what I like is just the characters in general. Or rather, Balthier. Balthier is one of the characters. He's the guy who had the like brown metal vest on. He's a legend, I love that guy. Now here, this is great. I'm throwing Firefox logos at this big fireball and it all explodes everywhere, and then there's big damage. This is the quickening system. I skipped a couple there. What you'd normally do is like chain together special attacks of different characters, and it'll do like huge damage to everything in the area. And then that Inferno thing at the end, you get like rewards for however many you can chain together via pressing button combinations. You get like a big area of effect damage thing. So basically that's just a way of expending all your MP in one go to do massive damage, so it's pretty cool. Of course you still got summons, you still got like black magic, white magic. What gets me about this game is the sheer variety of magic and weapons you can use. Like all the different status effects, like I'm casting Sleep here, Immobilize is probably my favourite status in the game. does what it says on the tin, freezes them on the spot. You've also got, like, you know, poison, you've got silence, you've got countdown, petrify, stop, slow, haste, berserk, decoy, all these crazy statuses, which is what I love about this game. It's probably like the only Final Fantasy where I actually use status effects. But the bosses in this game do not play around. Legit, FF13, piss easy, no problem beating the bosses. FF12, you will get slaughtered if you're not prepared, honestly. Like, this boss, you're supposed to run away. I just don't run in this case, just to show you what happens. But it's ridiculous. Like I said, you can set up your gambits, which automatically chooses it makes your characters do stuff by their own will to what you've told them to do. But you can manual override at any time you want. And to be honest, manual override, you'll need to do it for the bosses. For general, like, random enemies you're grinding on, you can just let them do their own thing, which is great because you can just grind your characters without really putting much effort in, which is what I like about the combat system. But here, I am going to get wrecked by this giant wall because I couldn't kill it. But I hope you all enjoyed the video, and with that being said, I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.